There you go. And that's how we started with the SBA anthem. All right. How's everybody doing tonight? We are recording this, so I encourage participation.
Doing okay, Edgar.
All right. So who is excellent, excellent. Who's ready to learn about MT4?
Me. This is with pocket options.
No, we're going to do the SBA, but before we go to the SBA, and I have to turn on mine before it works. But before we go into SBA, we need to go ahead and know what we're doing on MT4. One of the things that I have been noticing all week is how many people did not even have an idea how to place a trade. So we're going to go ahead and solve that tonight. We're going to go ahead and make sure that everybody knows what buttons to push on MT4 so that we can go ahead and have successful trades. And right here, the first thing that you got to do before you go into MT4 to do anything with the SBA is make sure that you double click on the indicator status and that you check over here at the bottom that you see it. And now we are ready to go ahead and go in and play with some trading. And let's go ahead and go over here.
Edgar, can I ask a question, please?
Sure, go right ahead.
So Tanika is new. She doesn't have any of that set up yet. So this probably will be a little bit too advanced, right? I don't know.
Okay. Well, she can go ahead and pay attention.
Okay.
And at the end of the presentation, when I stop the recording, you two can go ahead and linger and I'll get her all set up with her MT4 and set up with the SBA.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
No problem. All right. So let's wait for this thing to go ahead and pull up. And the reason I'm pulling this account is because this is my demo account. So that we can click at our heart's content and not have any problem with anything. Not that we're going to get into much trouble right now because the market is closed. So even if I wanted to, I couldn't lose any money unless I went into Bitcoin, which is the only thing that has movement right now, which probably we will go ahead and do as soon as this account cooperates. Okay, by show of hands right here, let me see. I know that we have Jose is brand new. I know that Pit Witch is brand new. That's Beth. I know TC is brand new. Okay. All right. So these are my new people. Bill is just getting started also. Maria has been with us for a while. Sean has been with us for a while. And Uncle Willie, well, Uncle Willie says, Uncle Willie knows more about trading than I do. So he's going to probably end up assisting me sooner or later. Right, Uncle Willie?
Shut up, Edgar. No.
I
I just love learning.
All right, and I'm going to get out of this because it's not responding, and I'm going to go ahead and do it again. See if we want to talk. First thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and turn off all these things. It's telling me this is online. So I'm going to go ahead and throw just a naked pairing here. There we go. All right. All right. First thing that you guys got to understand is that you have already templates already put in here. They're going to go ahead and help you do things. I'm going to open the 5.0 on the snake. And this is what it looks like. Okay. So now let me go ahead and start from the beginning. We're going to have a tour of the entire MT4 so that you know what is what. Let's start over here with this little box that says sell and buy. Okay. You see that over here, the sell is going to have one price, the buy is going to have another price. Okay. And these prices are going to be fluctuating all day long. Let me see. Wait a minute. Where's my Bitcoin? Here it is. Here's Bitcoin. Let's change to Bitcoin, which is telling me it has a sell signal right now. Okay. So we're on Bitcoin. And as you can see, the pricing on Bitcoin is active. And you see these numbers over here moving. Okay. Now, what you're going to do on Bitcoin is the last two digits right here. Okay. Those two digits are going to be where we're going to start counting. We're going to discard them when we're counting pips on this pair. Okay. So you're seeing that the pricing is varying between the 39,538 and the 39,544. Okay. So up on top on the middle over here, here's where we're going to go ahead and put what our lot size on any buys or sells that we're going to go ahead and do. So I will highlight that. And I'm going to go ahead and change it to 0.01. Okay. That will mean that I would be risking 10 cents for every pip that I lose or every pip that I gain. That will be the value on it. So I'm only putting 10 cents on it. So if I have a 20 pip stop loss, okay, and we're doing 10 cents per pip, so a 20 pip stop loss times 10 cents, that means that I'm risking $2. If I gain 500 pips, which, you know, that's not unheard of on the Bitcoin. But if I earn 500 pips and I multiply that times that same 10 cents, we're now looking at $50 profit, okay, on a $2 risk. I like those odds, okay? But that's just to give you an idea of money-wise what is involved, all right? Now, when we're looking at MT4, you're going to see a series of things up here. All these icons out here, all of them have a purpose. Okay. We're going to take them one by one. But we're going to start with the indicators up here. Okay. And what they do. If you go to File, from File, you can open a new chart, or you can open an existing profile. You can open deleted orders on whatever pair. Okay. You can save things. You can save the chart as a picture. You open the data folder. Okay. When that data folder opens, it's going to be everything pertaining to your MT4. You would just go ahead and double click over here in MLQ4. Then you click on indicators And here are all the indicators that you have at your disposal, including all of the Millionaire Mob SBA indicators. Okay. If you added the 1 hour workday indicators, they would also be listed over here. Those are Tradeology indicators. Okay. If you click on view, view is going to allow you to adjust what the screen that you're viewing looks like. Right now, we're looking at an entire chart. Okay. There is nothing that is obstructing the view of that chart. But I could go over here and I could go ahead and add market watch, and that's going to give me all the pairs that I have downloaded. Okay. And to download more pairs, I would right click on it, go to where it says symbols. Okay. And then I will go ahead and pick one by one the symbols that I want to go ahead and do and add them. Okay. Like over here, we'll go to majors. All the majors are already added. Okay. And you know that they're added because they are highlighted in yellow right here at the beginning. Okay. I will go to Forex market and you can see all the currencies are highlighted. All right. So all those are active. I can go ahead and go to over here, and this is the precious metals. The only thing that I have highlighted is gold. Okay. Because that's what I trade. Go to the energy market. Okay. You have gas. Okay. And you have oil futures. And you have oil up on top. So you can see I don't trade on those. Next, you have over here, these are index. Oh, no, excuse me. This is gold, precious metal gold, but traded by troy ounce instead of just the ounce. There's a difference between the two. And I don't trade on that. Then you have your exotic markets. Okay. These are your exotic pairs. As you can see, the only one that I have highlighted is the US dollar against the South African rand. Everything else, I don't even look at. Okay. Then you have your indexes. All right. You have your soybeans, you have your US 100, wheat. All right. Not interested on any of those either. But when you go over here to okay, businesses right here, I have the US 30. Okay. And you, as you can see, you can click what you want and what you don't want. Bitcoin is the only cryptocurrency that I follow. So I have that indicated right here. And then cash indices. Okay, you have the Australia 200, the Euro 50, the France 40, Germany 30. Okay, this one right here is a good one that I'm going to start following. I'm going to go ahead and mark it. I'm going to say show, and that is the Spain 35. Okay. So now that's all the things that I have on my navigator, and I can go ahead and just click and drop. Let me show you that again. Go to whatever you want, you click on it, drag it and drop it, and now we're on that pair. Okay. I'm going to go back to my Bitcoin, and I can do that by clicking and dropping, or I can come over here and boom, I'm back in Bitcoin. So that is the market watch. Another thing that you can go ahead and add from here is your navigator. On your navigator, you're going to have all your indicators and all your tools that you can go ahead and use to affect the chart, to read the chart. That's what the market watches and the navigator is going to go ahead and give you. Okay, clicking out of that. Next, you have your terminal. Here is what you're going to see. If you click on the trade tab over here, you're going to see your balance, any open trades that you have. On your account history, you're going to see your trades. Okay. News tab is going to have, news alerts, your mailbox. Okay. Then you have signals. You have different things. I'm not subscribed to any signals, so this is going to be pretty much empty. All right. Your exposure over here is going to tell you, it's going to give you a graph of where your money is. Okay. All my money right now is in my account where I want it. Okay. So now next is insert. On the insert, you're going to have different indicators that you can go ahead and do. The trend indicators, oscillators, volume indicators, Bill Williams, and custom indicators that you can go ahead and add to it. All right. Like the mob indicators, those are all custom indicators. And here's where you will go ahead and go to find them. Okay. If you wanted to search for them. The next over here is going to give you the ability to insert a vertical line, horizontal line, or a trend line. If I wanted to go ahead and do a trend line, the trend on this over here, going from here to here, we are on a downward trend. Okay. You can delete it by highlighting it. Insert over here, it's going to give you channels. You can do Fibonacci channel, linear regression. And this is very advanced over here. We'll get to those later, but I'm just showing you right now where you will go ahead and get them. Where you will go ahead and get your Gantt line, a fan, a grid, Fibonacci. You heard of these before. You need to have the retracement and the inspection is what most people use most of the time. How to go ahead and get shapes, a rectangle, triangle, eclipse. How to get arrows that you can go ahead and place on your chart to indicate, where things are going. You can do a price label. Okay. You can go ahead and do a price label right here. Boom. It will tell you what the price is at that point. And click on it and delete it. All right. You have your pitchfork. Okay, you can indicate, you can put text, but that's what the insert is. Charts over here will go ahead and give you an ability to do the indicators list. Objects, you want to make sure that you have a list of them. You want to delete them, unselect them. You want to select them on a bar chart, candlesticks, or line chart. Okay, if you click on bar chart, okay, now everything will be, well, let me go ahead and change over here. Let's go ahead and go from this template to the momentum template. Okay, see the candles over here? All right, if I click on charts and I go to where it says bar charts, you're now seeing the pricing on a bar instead of a candle. If we go ahead and do line chart, you're now seeing a line instead of a candles or a bar. Okay. We prefer to go ahead and do the candlesticks. All right. And when you come over here to foreground chart, that's going to go ahead and change the colors. You can zoom in. You can zoom out. Okay. The properties of the chart. Here's where you will go ahead and come if you wanted to go ahead and change things. Like for example, you're seeing that right now, the bullish candle is black. I could go ahead and change to my preferred color, which is green. I can change the bear candle from white to red. Click OK. And now you see that chart is looking a little bit more like what you're used to. I go ahead and usually get rid of the grid. All right. And do Control Y to get rid of the spacers for the day. Okay. If you wanted to go ahead and get rid of all these indicators down here, you can go ahead and do that. But let's go ahead and show you everything that you can do with the menu over here, you can do with these buttons. Okay. This first button over here, when you click on that, it will give you the choice to go ahead and do a new chart. Okay. And you can choose what pair you want to go ahead and do it or what stock. Everything that is already downloaded for you to have available, you can do. The majors are going to be here first. Then they're going to be your forex market right here. Then your precious metal, then the exotic market. Okay. Then indices like the US 30. Then you have cotton, Bitcoin, and then the Spain index. Those are the things that I'm choosing to go ahead and keep an eye on. So that's why they're right there. Okay. And by clicking on here, I have easy access to go ahead and pull up a chart on any of them. The second button over here is going to be your profiles. Okay. If you save your profile for a particular pair that you're following, it will be right there for easy pull up. Next button over here is your market watch. It's what's going to go ahead and turn on or turn off that bar over there. Okay. If you click over here, this is your data window. Okay. It's going to keep track of all the data. Here is your navigator. You turn it on, turn it off. It's the easy way. Next one over here is your terminal. That's going to turn off and turn on the terminal at the bottom. Then here's the strategy tester. I wouldn't be concerned with that one right now. Here where it says new order is what you would click to place an order. If yes, sir.
When you go to the what's the word chart, the bottom that have all the pairs, about the bottom third of mine is obscured and I don't know how to pull it into view.
Okay, when you come over here to the market watch,
it's on the terminals. When you click on the terminal, it brings up your trade account history, all of that.
correct.
But right above that basically is what he's talking about. When you see all the different ones that you can choose from, I'm still kind of on the candlestick version. I haven't gotten to the graph version like you are.
You're talking about this right here when it looks like this.
Yes,
You have the market watch up on top. You have your indicators, and then you have your terminal.
yes, sir. I do. But when you have the choices of what you can choose from, like USD CHF, the little black boxes, like half of those are obscured.
You're talking about right here?
Can I share screen?
Yeah, please. Let me go ahead and let's see. This is
Which we're sharing.
all right. Share your screen.
My apologies.
It's okay.
Do you see how like they're obscured?
Not yet. It's still loading.
Sorry.
It's because you have SBA up, not what he has up.
Okay.
It's not what we're
What?
looking at. It. You can't see the bottom of it.
Okay. Hold on 1 second. I'm going to go ahead and request remote control.
Mhm.
Okay. First thing, you don't need to have your data window up. Okay. That can go away. Now you just made a little space. But over here, see this bar? Here's where you go ahead and move it up and down
Mhm.
so that you can see everything that is in your pairs.
Okay.
Does that answer your question?
No. The very bottom of the screen.
So what
Okay.
he's talking about, Edgar, hold on one moment. He
Click on trade and you will see your account.
All the black and gold stuff.
Oh, this right here.
yeah,
Yes, sir.
he's talking about
Okay.
that.
All right, you will go ahead and grab this over here and move it up,
Okay.
okay? And now you can see it.
Okay.
But the reason that it's all bunched up is because you have everything up. So if
Okay.
you go ahead and turn this off, and turn this off, now it's not as bunched up as it was. Okay, now when you go ahead and move this up, okay, right there, and then we go ahead and move this up a little bit. Okay, your graphic card is not letting you see everything that you should be able to see. But there you go. Now you can read that chart a lot better, right?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
That's what he wanted. Yeah. Thank you.
Okay, you have all your time
Edgar?
frames right here at the bottom, and you have all your pairs. You have your heartbeat, you have the snake, and you have your pair. Okay,
Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Edgar, on that screen, how do you adjust the number of those boxes at the bottom? Does that depend on what you selected on the left-hand side? Can you put less up there instead of having what, like 30 of them up there? Can you just put the 10 that you're going to use the most up there instead?
which box? This box right here?
No, on the SBA system at the bottom of the screen there, where you have all the black boxes with each of the pairs or whatever you can trade that they were just talking about expanding.
You're talking
That-
about this
yeah.
right here at the bottom?
Can you reduce the number of boxes there by getting rid of some of the stuff somewhere? And so you don't have to deal, you can only have a couple rows, because like Litecoin is on there twice. I wouldn't
there's
even
a
be
lot
trading
of them.
Litecoin.
There's a lot of them that they're in there twice, but they
Yeah.
are part of that indicator that has been already
Okay.
be put in there. Okay, and that
Okay.
one is the if you go to your indicator list, okay, you click over here and symbol change your profit display. Click on edit. Okay, that's going to bring this chart over here. And if you go to input, all right, here is what all your pairs are. Okay. And you can go ahead and double click in there and make sure that you select the pairs that you want. All right. You also have your time frames over here. Okay. All right. And everything is in there.
Okay. Thank you. That makes sense.
Okay. Did that answer that question?
Yes. Yeah. Because I wouldn't have that many. Yeah. That's just way too many boxes to deal with. I wouldn't trade half of those on there.
Yep, you can customize that, like I just showed you. Okay. Now, let's see, where were we? All right, so we are right here. All right, the next button over here is going to be new order. This is where you go ahead and go. Let's say that you are reading alert from Tradeology, and it's telling you to go ahead and buy. I'm looking for one, and I'm not finding one. Okay. Looking for, let's see, let's look for Derek. Derek is always pretty good. Placing alerts. Ooh, did you see what Janice posted on the application? She just had a nice dinner. Nice big juicy steak. All right, so like for example, if you had an alert that will tell you to go ahead and set the take profit at 40,245. So you will come over here and you would set your take profit of 40,245. Okay. It will tell you to set your stop loss at 39,475. So you put 39,475. And I'm just using arbitrary numbers right here, guys. So you would go ahead and decide whether you want to make this a market execution order. That means that you're going to place it right then and there. Or if you want to do a pending order, okay, that means that you're going to wait until the price hits a certain point before you get into the trade. Okay. You will determine what volume you want to go ahead and do. That's your lot size. All right. You can go, if you have $100 to $200, you can go ahead and use 0.01 to about 0.05. Okay. If you have 300 to 400, you can use 0.05 to about 0.1. Okay. And, so on and so on. And I remind you again, I put on the Discord channel, okay, under the Trader's Lunch right here is a great resource, okay, the pip size calculator that you can go ahead and go to that will give you an idea of what position to go ahead and take depending on your account. Like if you have $250 and you wanted to go ahead and risk 10% of that, all right, you're going to say that you're going to set your stop loss at $20. Okay, so you go ahead and calculate, you're risking $25, okay, which will translate to 0.125. That's a big risk. Now, if you go ahead and do what is normal, you want to risk no more than 5%. So you put over here 5% and calculate it. Now you're seeing that you have your risk is going to be 0.06. So that's what you will go ahead and use as a lot size, 0.06. And that would enable you to not, risk all over your account if you're trading that way. Okay, so 0.06. Okay, I will go over here, 0.05. And then you're going to decide whether you're buying or you're selling. If you're selling, you click over here. It says sell by market. If you're buying, you click over here where it says buy by market. That's simple. Okay. Next over here, okay, it's not going to work on this chart because this chart is set up for our type of candles. But if you are on candles over here and you click here, you're changing to lines. You click the next one, that's for candles. The next one over here is going to be for line. We like being on candles. Zooming in, zooming out. Okay, I'm going to leave this one for the next one. This over here is going to adjust your chart position, where you are in your chart. Okay, you click over here, you're going to go to the beginning of the pricing, where pricing is right now. You click it again, that pricing is going to move over here. You click over here, you're locking your chart pretty much. So every time that you try to move it, it's going to go ahead and move back. So you feel like the chart is fighting you. No, you just have it locked. So unlock it. Now you can go ahead and move it. And you have no problem going as far as you want on the chart. Okay. All right, let's switch back to the template right here. All right. All right. Next, over here is your indicators. You can go ahead and choose from any indicators of the list. If you come to custom, that's where you're going to find your chart tank, your dashboard, okay, and everything that we have to offer, okay, including all their indicators that are listed over there. Here is your time periods. You want to look at 1 minute. You want to look at 15 minutes. You want to look at 30 minutes. And what you're doing when you're changing time periods, you're changing the value on the candle. Okay. Right now we're in the 30 minutes. So that means that each one of this candle represents 30 minutes in time. Okay. So when you look at it that way, when this candle over here started, that's what's an indication that we needed to go ahead and go into a buy with Bitcoin. An hour, 2 hours, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 hours. Got the pricing to the pick of this thing over here. All right. If you look over here at the crosshairs, you click on that and you measure from here to here. Okay, it looks like a little bit, but that is actually 339 pips. You drop on Bitcoin, you drop the last 2 digits, not just the last, but the last 2 digits. So that's 339 pips. Not too shabby. Okay. So you can see the pricing continue to go ahead and adjust. We got over here an indication. There's a yellow bar with the red saying that the price was going to go down, and boom, it did. How much of a drop was that? Okay, if you're scalping this, that right there was a 366 pip drop. Easy money. Okay. Next indicator over here is going to be your templates. You click on that and all your templates are going to go ahead and pop up. That's the easy way to go ahead and get a template. Okay. Next indicator. Okay. Next, you have all your time frames over here. 1 minute, 5 minute, 15 minute, 30 minutes. Okay. 1 hour. Okay, goes to 1 week, 1 month. This over here, we'll go ahead and put your arrow on the cursor. This is your, your tool for measuring. Okay, and if you take a look, your first number is going to be the number of candles that have elapsed to that point. The second number is going to be the number of pips. Remember, on Bitcoin, we dropped the last two digits. So this would have been 208 pips. And then the last digits is the price at that point. Okay. Next over here is how to draw a vertical line. Okay, next. Is the horizontal. Then you have your trend lines. Then you have your channels. Okay. All right. Get the picture. Oops. I just deleted the indicators. All right. Fresh right here. All right. That is pretty much it. Okay. What would you use, for example, a Fibonacci retracement tool? Okay, look over here at this pricing where it is right here. See all this consolidation going on? All right, you go ahead and take the bottom of the consolidation to the top of the consolidation. Okay, and it's going to go ahead and give you a retracement tool. That retracement tool is going to tell you what price is going. What you're looking is for price to go ahead and come down. And when it comes down, you have, this is move number one, move number two, there's going to be a move number three. Move number three is going to be, if move number two comes down to the 61.8 and it moves up, you're going to buy. If it blows through that, you're going to sell. I just gave you a little bit more advanced stuff that I needed to. So I'm going to stop. Okay. Any questions on how to read all these buttons? Bill?
Oh, I'm good. Thank you.
Okay. Ebony, are you good?
Well, I just hopped in. I'm sorry, a girl.
Okay. Well, I am recording this, so I will be placing this on the back office and you can go ahead and view it at your leisure.
Okay.
Okay. And basically what I'm doing is showing how to read everything on MT4 so that you're not lost when you're trying to go ahead and do things. Now, there are shortcuts that we can go ahead and use to go ahead and place a trade. And I'm going to show you that right now. All right, we're going to go ahead and drop to the 1 minute over here. And I'm going to take a look at pricing right now. So if you take a look at this pricing, what would you be doing? Any guess? We're seeing in the 1 hour that we are on a downtrend. We're seeing on the 15 minutes, okay, that we have an arrow right here. We have a star, we have a bar. So we started selling right here, okay? And we're selling the price, even though it has had a little bit of pullback, has a tendency to do what? Go down or go up?
Go down.
Go
'Cause it's
down.
sell.
Because it's a sell. So when we go to the 1 minute and we're seeing that price is coming up slightly, and that it's a white candle, okay, that just closed, and a new white candle just opened. What does white indicate? What do we think of when we see white?
From what I remember, you said
Consolidation. You were starting in the right direction.
Okay.
That is
All right.
consolidation. So what do? We sit on our hands. We do not place a trade. Okay, because we're not sure what this is going. Because if you take a look at the 15-minute, the 15 minutes is telling us that it's going to sell, correct? You see the snake is turned gold and it's going, the price is going up, but we're seeing that the heartbeat is strong to the sales side. Okay, so this is most likely going to go ahead and sell, but pricing is going up right now because what are they doing? They're doing what is called a stop loss. They're taking a look at everybody that got in for the sale right here. Okay. They're taking a look at everybody that got in for the sale right here, and they want to go ahead and test them where the stop losses are, because if they're tight, they're going to go ahead and break them and then shoot down. Okay. So what I'm going to do, I mean, I can easily go ahead and place a sale right here, right now. I mean, and I can go ahead and do that by clicking over here where it says sell, and I'm showing you shortcuts now. And boom, that's my entry point. Okay, but I am in the negative right from the moment I enter, because these candles are white and they're telling me that pricing might go up. All right, so I'm taking a risk by doing this.
That's where I get confused. All right, when we see it was okay. We were supposed to see the arrows, the green and the red arrows, and we see the star, the bar, and the arrows, and we're supposed to hit either sell or buy.
But what you got to keep in mind, Ebony, is that each time frame is going to give you a different picture. What we have to go ahead and do is look at each time frame before we make a decision, because that's going to help us get to the right decision. So if I'm taking a look at this at the 1 hour, all right, at the 1 hour, and if I look left, I see the star, the bar, and the arrow telling me sell. Then I see a star and a bar that's telling me that the price is going to go ahead and go up. Okay. And when I take a look at the price right now, the price is going up. Okay. See, right now, when I'm over here, I'm a plus 10. All right. I drop down to the 15-minute to go ahead and confirm a little bit more, and the picture gets a little bit clearer. Okay. Over here, I have the star, the bar, and the arrow, and a bar showing that I'm going to sell. Okay. And when I execute that sell, all right, I have a star over here that's telling me, okay, a buy might be coming. Okay. So and I'm going to go ahead and turn my turn on over here. Okay. All right. So I am reading all that stuff. Right now, I'm in the plus. Okay. You see over here? I'm in the plus. All right. But I'm only doing 10 cents. So even though I have 56 pips right now, that's only 56 cents. Okay.
Yeah, but see, Edgar, where I'm still I guess I'm still getting confused is, where do we know entry, stop loss?
Well, I'm going to get to the stop loss right now. Okay. So on this particular trade, I entered right here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put my cursor on my entry point until it says, okay, it says modify. And now I'm going to click it up because I'm going on a sale. So my stop loss is going to be behind my sale price. If you take a look all the way on that red dotted line, you take a look all the way to the left. Okay. It has numbers on it. It has the order number, followed by how much money you're risking, follow how many pips. Remember, this is 164 pips because we discard the last 2 digits. So I'm losing $1.64 if I put the stop loss right there. Okay. If I put the stop loss right here, I'm only losing 94 cents because I'm only 94 pips behind. So I'm going to drop it right there. All right. Now I'm going to go ahead and establish my take profit. I can either let it run like
I'm
it is
sorry,
by itself.
where? I don't. Maybe I'm missing.
See
Where
the red
did-
line right here?
Mhm.
That is my stop loss. Okay.
But
When
you
I-
did this after you hit buy or sell?
After I hit sell. Correct.
After you hit sell.
Yes. You saw me just do it. I went to the line. Okay. I clicked on it, dragged
So
it.
okay, so
all the way
I'm
up
sorry
here.
for asking all the questions and
It's
that's
okay.
anybody. Okay, so you hit. This is when you on any pairs, or is it a Pacific pair? This is just
It doesn't matter what pair you're on.
on. Okay,
You
all right.
hit
So I'm
sell.
following that.
You hit sell. That's going to get you into the game. You're going to see a dotted green line. You see this dotted green line? That's going to indicate your price, what you got in. Okay. You click on it and drag it upwards. You set your stop loss. My stop loss is right now set for 88 pips. So I'm risking 88 cents. Right now I'm in the plus. So if I stop it right now by clicking on this X, I just made on 114 pips, 11 pips, okay? 11.41 pips, okay? I just made 11 cents. Did you follow that?
Yep.
Okay. No mystery. It's pretty straightforward.
Yeah, it
But
is.
what you got to be careful is which way you're going to go ahead and place a trade. Okay. And the reason I'm telling you to be careful is very simply this. When you come into this trade, let's say that you have an alert right now and it tells you to go ahead and come in. Okay. And you come in the 1 hour time frame. So each one of these candles represent an hour, correct?
Yes.
Okay. So you're go ahead and your first thing that you're going to look is for a star bar arrow. Where do you see your first star bar arrow?
Right here.
You see it to the left up on top where it's telling you to go into a sale, correct?
The green, right?
No, you don't see a green. You see the green right here at the bottom, but the first going left, your first star bar arrow is right here. You have the black star, the yellow bar, and the red arrow telling you to sell. But how long ago was that? If you count each one of these candles, okay, representing an hour, you're probably about 23, 24 hours behind where the signal was. Okay.
Okay.
So you're coming into this late. Okay. So you got to go ahead and use the other time frames to ascertain where you're going. First thing you're going to look is right now, it looks like price is going up and down. Okay. When you take a look, your heartbeat is strong to the sell side. You take a look at the snake over here, it just changed to sell it is saying, go ahead and sell me. So you drop down to 15 minutes. You drop down to 15 minutes, the picture changes a little bit because you still have your sell signal. You still have your black candles indicating sell, but now you have a scissor over here that is telling you price is about to change. You have a yellow dot that is telling you it's going to the upside, and you have a yellow star that is telling you it's going to the upside. When you take a look at the heartbeat, the heartbeat is to the sell side, but your snake is indicating a buy. It's going upwards and it's golden color, correct?
Mhm.
So you're going to go ahead and drop down even closer to the 1 minute. And when you go to the 1 minute, okay, see the indication right here is telling you SBA heartbeat increasing. Okay, what does that mean? See how the black bar is, the black heartbeat is now turning into a gold heartbeat? See how these candles now are indicating gold?
Mhm.
See over here, the green dot and the white bar indicating a purchase, the yellow dot indicating a purchase. So if I get in over here, either way, I'm risking because it's no longer a clear sell, but it's not either a clear buy because the buy is just forming. So what I would go ahead and do is I would sit in my hands until this heartbeat crosses this black line right here. Once it closes that black line right there, I'm in. Okay. Now, when you take a look at the pair, okay, when you take a look at the pricing, all right, and you bring it all into perspective, price moves from ADR to ADR. Right now, we are just around the ADR low. All right. So what this is doing right now, it is testing. Okay. You see the prior resistance, the prior support level to this stock, to this Bitcoin, the prior support level is right here. It hit that support level and boom, it bounced up. Then it hit a resistance and it came back down. Now it's testing that support level again. If this price, okay, would have dropped below this yellow, it would have continued to this line right here. But it didn't. It got rejected. You see this wick over here? It got rejected and it's bouncing back up. So the move is now to the upside. And see how this is coming closer to the black line? This is all happening while I'm explaining it. All right. So it's now time to place a buy. And I went in for the buy. Okay, because this is touching that line and it looks like it's going to go ahead and break it. All right, so I went in for a buy. What is my stop loss going to be? I go to the green line, drag it down, and I place it behind this star. Why behind the star? Because that's the last support level that rejected. So I'm going to leave it right there. All right. So I am risking.
It just makes sense now. Thank you, Edgar. It just makes sense.
It's okay. We're going to continue. I'm going to continue to explain. So now I'm risking 101 pips, which is roughly $1.02. Okay. And how much do I want to get in return? I'm going to take my green line over here, drag it up, and I'm going to say, okay, I want to go ahead and make this right here is 170 pips. Okay. So I'm risking $1.02 to make $1.69. And that's because my lot size is just 0.01. All right. And I'm already in profit. Okay, and this is going to continue to go up and down until it shoots up to here. But it's coming. Look at the heartbeat. The heartbeat is now above the black line. Okay, and even though the snake is saying that it's selling, this is going to curve up too. The ideal situation for this is for this heartbeat to continue to be up here, this line to continue to be black, go down to the gold line and bounce up. That's the ideal situation. Okay, so you will see the price push back a little bit and then boom, go ahead and go back up. All right, but right now we're 12 pips in the plus side. You follow?
Yep. Now you just kind of
Reveal the
eased
secret.
yeah, you kind of helped my
Okay,
where I wasn't getting it, kind of.
good, good. Okay, but while you're learning this stuff, don't be trading on your real account. Trade on your
Yeah.
demo account. Okay, you got to train your eye to see. Once you train your eye to see, then you're going to be right every time. Okay, that's I help everybody.
Yes, sir. This is actually a big help. Thank you. I love these type of classes.
Okay. All righty. I'm going to stop that trade and open it up for questions. Any questions?
I just have one. How do you get the more of the pairs? You have like Bitcoin, USD. How do you get more of those?
Okay. What you do is you come over here and you turn on your market watch. Okay. And you right click on market watch. You're going to go ahead and go to symbols. Click on that. And that's going to open all the symbols over here. Okay. All right. So this is all your symbols are available. Okay. When you click on the plus, you're opening all the majors. And then to select and unselect, you just select a pair and you can either set high and now it won't show, or you can say show and now it will show on your list. Okay.
I'm sorry.
And now we'll put it over here.
Where'd you get that again? Can you, I
okay. See this icon right here? Okay. This icon right here, it says market watch. If I click on it, turn it off. Click on it, it goes back on. Then you right click, go to symbols and pick whatever you want on the list right here.
But where'd you find that on the file or?
You can do it one or two ways. Okay. If you want to do it the hard way, you can come over here to view and click on market watch.
Okay. Market watch. Okay.
Okay. The easy way is you see this icon right here that has the red and the green. You click on that and you're doing the same thing. On and off. Got it?
Yeah.
Okay. Any other question?
Edgar, I have a computer question.
Sure.
I obviously dealing parallels on my Mac. I don't want to do it because of what I use it for. So I'm just going to buy a Windows laptop.
Okay.
The one I've got picked out is let's see if I can find it here. Just a Dell Inspiron i5. Intel
Okay, that's
i5 with
Intel i5, that's
8
good.
megabytes of RAM
Okay,
and 256 solid state drive. Will that run? And that's all I plan on. I'm only planning on using this for trading, for
Okay, what
Tradeology,
size
for Mob.
screen?
That's it.
What size screen?
15 inch.
Okay,
15.
I would
But I've
recommend
got
going a little bit
external
bigger.
monitor.
Oh, you have? Okay, then you're golden.
Yeah.
Then you're golden.
Okay, so that'll run everything. If I'm, because I don't plan on
absolutely.
using it for all my other businesses, just for
Yep.
this.
Absolutely, and make up
Okay.
8 gigabytes
Awesome.
of RAM is enough.
Oh,
You
okay,
don't
perfect.
have to
Okay.
do overkill like me and get 32.
Okay, I was looking at 16 because I was like, well, maybe, but if that's 8 will work, then I'm just gonna buy one. I'll have it
Yep.
shipped here, so it'll be here Monday.
It
I'll get
will
set
work.
up.
You'll love Windows,
Okay,
Bill.
thank you very much, sir.
You're welcome.
Say again.
You'll love Windows, Bill.
Yeah. Don't tell any. Do not anybody in this group. Do not tell anybody I'm using a Windows machine. It'll ruin my rep.
So, Edgar, I have a computer question as well.
Okay, let me stop the hold on, stop. There you go.